I was very, very young when I decided I had the ability to affect the outcome of my life. I'm talking second, third grade. I used to say to my family that I was going to Yale. No one in my family had graduated from college. I have very fond memories of being a child in Chicago. Despite some unfortunate circumstances at times, the stress was financial stress, and that stress was pretty constant throughout my childhood. We used to get evicted a lot. We used to get our phone disconnected and our lights turned off, and it was not pleasant. My mother was very pragmatic. She was loving, but she did not shelter or shield us from the brutal realities of life. She would say things like, life is not fair, get over it. Everything that I did, I had to figure out. My mother was not going to create a plan for me. My mother went blind when I was in high school. She started to go blind. And my mother had diabetes, but there was this sense of the possibility she wouldn't be there. And I just remember feeling extraordinarily vulnerable at that point. And then as the blindness really took over, that changed our life pretty dramatically. This was a new kind of harsh reality. I was desperate for control, desperate to feel more secure, desperate to understand. So I became obsessed with school, and my taking control was being in control of those outcomes. It's no accident I work in the investment business because I was desperate to understand money. I started off working in, a nondescript role called client services and marketing. I did all the jobs no one wanted, happily. And I very slowly rose up through the organization. And when I was 31 years old, I became president. People have overcome a lot in this world. And while I've had my own trials and tribulations, they're not as bad as others. You try to look at what you've got and say, what about this is something to celebrate? And now in the perspective, while I hated those years of not knowing, I hated the moving and the evictions, but I am grateful for them because I know what kind of person it's made me today. Being a member of the Horatio Alger Association is an honor, and it's an honor to be able to stand alongside of great Americans who have created amazing stories for themselves, but more importantly, who understand the responsibility that comes with the success that they have had.